Hello friends, welcome to a brand new episode at India Youth Care. So today we are going to discuss 5 reasons why we get angry. So I have formed an acronym for it, or I have learnt it from one of my superiors, I would have to say. And it is called CEOIF. Yeah. So first, C. C stands for controlling tendencies. So whenever we try to control someone and we are unable to, that is, the person does not listen, then we generally tend to become angry. And I'm sure all of you must be having this experience also. Like for example, if someone of you have any siblings, who are younger to you, and there may be many situations in which we may try to control them, we may try to correct them, but they may not always cooperate. Yeah. So then we become angry. Oh, why are you not listening to me? यार, अरे तुम मेरी सुनते क्यों नहीं हो यार? ऐसा तो बोलो, तुम्हारे अच्छे के लिए तो बोल रहा हो, क्यों नहीं सुनते हो, है ना? Or similarly, if you are college students, if you are in your first year, they will not experience, but if you are in second year, third year, so they generally try to control their juniors. अरे ये चल जा पानी भर के ले आ. When I was in my college, the seniors used to give me so many orders. Oh, hey, bring this, bring that, do this, do that. And if you get some junior who does not listen to you, who is not cooperative enough, who is not submissive enough, then we tend to become very angry. And people try ragging and all those things. Yeah. So whenever you try to control any situation, and we are unable to do that, then we become very angry. And there is a classic example for this in our Shastras, that is of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, he was the controller of the entire universe, you can say. Except for Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, he had everyone in his control. But still there was one tiny fellow who was not in his control, and that proved to be the cause of his destruction. That was Prahlad Maharaj, his own 5-year-old son, who was not ready to cooperate with him, in the sense that he was asking him to stop chanting the holy names of God. But Prahlad Maharaj said, no, I will chant the holy names of God. And he did not listen, and as you all must be knowing, that ended up costing him his life. That is Hiranyakashipu's life. Okay. So in the second situation we see E, that is expectation. So when we have undue expectations for someone, then we generally tend to become very, very, you can say, like, when we are expecting someone to behave in a certain way and he does not, then we feel angry. Or we are expecting someone to fulfill our expectations, but they are unable to do so, then we feel very angry. For example, I will tell you a practical experience which you all must be facing in daily lives. You can reflect on this. Just suppose you have a friend, who is a very good friend of yours. And now you are in a situation, your mindset is not proper. You have been through some tough situation. You are trying to express that to him. अरे पता है यार, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ और इसने मेरे साथ ऐसा किया, and you are expecting that he will listen patiently to you and he will respond in an affectionate way, but he is just in his own world. हाँ ठीक है चल, हाँ ठीक है. Then he is busy doing his work in his computer. Then what happens? My God, we feel, अरे यार मैं इसको बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I'm trying to explain it to him. I'm expecting that he will listen and he will give some solution, but ये सुनता ही नहीं मेरी, यार ये कैसा दोस्त है मेरा, भाग. And we become so angry. This generally happens, almost every day with us, maybe we can say. Yeah. So expectation is a cause of, you can say, anger. And there is another very example in the Shastras. I think if you have heard of Durvasa Muni, he was a great saint who was expecting. There was a very, very famous king. So he was expecting that the king would be fasting till the time Durvasa Muni comes and eats his prasadam, and only after that the king will eat or drink water. But unfortunately, what happened? The king was doing a certain fasting process, and he had to eat at a particular time to get the results, and so he just drank some water. But Durvasa Muni got completely angry, and he was just so angry that he was very, very angry, and produced a demon to kill the king. But later part of the story I will tell you in some different lecture. Yeah. So the king was Amrish Maharaj. Now CEO, O means opinion. Suppose someone comes and asks us, अरे यार ये बता, my name is Indranil. So someone will, अरे Indranil ये बता यार, ये मैं सोच रहा हूँ ऐसे ये काम कैसे करूँ, बता, तू मेरे पास ये ऑप्शन है, तो तू बता कौन सा ऑप्शन सही है ना. तो ये सिचुएशन हम लोग भी अपने लाइफ में फेस करते होंगे, है ना, so many times. एंड इन समवन, फिर आपने बताया उसको, अरे देख भाई ये करेगा तो ऐसा होगा, वो करेगा तो ऐसा होगा, तुझे यही करना चाहिए एकदम. यू आर वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, यू हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड वेरी लॉजिकली, साइंटिफिकली, मैथमेटिकली दैट दिस इज द राइट ऑप्शन, यू शुड गो फॉर दिस. बट आफ्टर सम टाइम यू कम टू नो, अरे वो बंदा जाके कुछ और ही कर दिया. देन यू बिकम सो एंग्री. अरे यार करना नहीं था तो पूछा क्यों यार, है ना, मेरा टाइम वेस्ट किया, इतना टाइम से मैं तुझे एक्सप्लेन किया और फिर तो सुना भी नहीं, तो क्या इसका मतलब ही क्या है. And then we become very angry, right? So this is the third thing. Now, I stands for insult. If someone insults us, that's very very common. That if someone insults us, then we become angry. Like for example, especially equals if they insult us. Like for example, आप और आपके दोस्त एक lab experiment कर रहे हैं, है ना? You're doing a lab experiment together. Now in the experiment, what happens is that, you know, you have a portion, your friend is having a portion. Your friend has completed his portion और वो आपको अभी देख रहा है कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, you know, आपको कुछ करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, तो बता रहा है, और आपको नहीं कर पा रहे हो वो कुछ, है ना, कुछ सही से नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो बता रहा है चल हट, तुझे नहीं आता यार, मैं करूँगा इसको, देख मैं कैसे करता हूँ, देख और सीख. Then what happens? अरे तू कौन होता है भाई मुझे सिखाने वाला, हाँ. Then we become so angry, right? So this is, you know, very very common actually. Yeah. And also if you see, this was the fourth one, and finally frustration. When we are frustrated, then we become very angry. Yeah, मान लो जैसे आप कॉलेज में सारा दिन क्लास करके आ गए, है ना, सुबह 8 बजे से 5 बजे तक आपका क्लास था, है ना, थके हुए आए, फिर आके वो कुछ बोलता है, अरे भाई ये जा सामान लेके आ जा. कोई घर में बोलता है, बोले अरे क्या मम्मी आप समझती नहीं हो, इतना क्लास करके आया फिर भी आप मुझे अभी बोल रही हो सामान लाने के लिए, है क्या ये सब है. बिकम सो एंग्री, है ना. कुछ भी कोई भी छोटा भी चीज़ बोल दे, जैसे आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, व्हेन आवर फादर्स कम होम आफ्टर डेज वर्क, you know, mother usually says, "Arey, give him water. You know, don't speak anything. Not good. Speak softly to your father. Speak nice things." Why she tells? Because she knows that he has done hard work, and if he tells something which is not proper, then he may get angry. That's the reason, basically. Yeah, and also when we compare with others, you know, like, अरे यार देखो, मैं भी मेहनत किया कॉम्पिटिटिव के लिए, वो भी मेहनत किया, उसका इतना बुद्धि नहीं था यार, फिर भी उसको इतना अच्छा कॉलेज मिल गया, मुझे नहीं मिला, है ना. So we become very, you know, out of competition, we become very frustrated, and that produces anger also. और जब भी उसको देखता हूँ, अरे उसको देख, उस आदमी को, बंदे को देख के बहुत गुस्सा आता है. अरे कैसे मिल गया इस लल्लू पंजू, कैसे मिल गया ये इतना अच्छा कॉलेज, मैं इतना मेहनत किया, मैं इतना इंटेलिजेंट हूँ, मैं इतना मेहनत किया, मैं अच्छा से एग्जाम भी लिखा, मेरा नहीं हो, इसको कैसे हो गया, है ना. So these are the 5 things for which we get very angry. What's the solution now? Solution is the next part. Yeah. So for the solution, you have to wait till the next part. So this was for this session. We'll meet again in the next session. And if you are interested for further more sessions, further more practical sessions on the applications of the Gita by experts, let me tell you again, by experts for more than 10 years experience who are having, then you can click on the link below in the description. Thank you so much.